All right, all right. What's up, y'all? How are y'all doing? Let's make sure everything is good on YouTube before we get the party started. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Great to see y'all here. We're going to be giving away some prizes tonight. Just to keep things 100. Hold up, let me. All right, so okay, cool. I was hearing some echoing, but just to keep things super clear, tonight we're going to be having some fun. Casey and I have several things that we're going to be giving out, but the main reason why we're doing this is because tonight is the final stretch of the registration for the New Money PT Live event. I'll have Casey break that down here in a few moments, but we're basically having something coming up in the next few weeks, and as of tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern time, we are shutting down registration for it. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to celebrate the people that have already signed up, have already gotten their ticket for the event. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight. Casey, as I am setting a few things up over here, do you want to give them a bit of a breakdown as to what this is all about, the New Money PT Live event, what it's for, who it's for, and of course, for the people that have not signed up, why they should. And then we'll make sure that this link is in the right places. And then we will be ready to go from there. So talk to the people, brother.
You guys already know. You've heard us talking about it. We got our New Money PT Live event coming up on September 2nd and 3rd, Labor Day weekend, less than a month away, less than 4 weeks away, less than 30 days away. So if you don't have your ticket already, now is the time to do it so you can come in person, so we can get a head count of everyone coming, so we can give you the best event for students you've ever been to. So it's to help us prepare and to make sure that you get your ticket in time to make plans to come. So that's the big thing. And in celebration of you guys coming in person, because we know it's a huge time sacrifice, it's a huge money sacrifice, it's a huge just investment overall, like mindset wise, to come to this event and say, I'm actually going to fly or drive wherever I need to spend 2 days of a weekend there to learn what I have to learn in order to get the life I want. So I know it's a huge commitment, time, money, energy wise. So we want to reward you guys. And this is just the first reward out of many that we'll be doing for actually taking the step and taking the leap to come. So that's what's going on. That's what tonight is about. And the New Money PT Live event is all about making sure you get the career and life that you want, and start that before you're even a physical therapist, because it's no point to go through all of this work just to get into a career and job that you ultimately don't like because of the money. I'm not getting paid enough, I'm not worth it, blah, 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 whatever you're going to end up telling yourself. We've heard it all before, to the point where we don't want it to happen to you. So this is what this live event is all about, making sure you get everything you want out of the physical therapy career you're dreaming of. So we're going to have a ton of fun. Tonight, we're giving away Lululemon cards, Amazon cards, Apple gift cards, a free flight to this year's event, and a all expense paid trip to next year's event, New Money PT Live 2024. And believe it or not, technically, we already have 9 to 11 seats sold for next year's event based on the ticket people bought. So if they end up coming, we already have some seats taken for next year's event. So depending on what ticket you get, if you're coming to this event, you can get a ticket included for next year. So I think that's a lot. We'll be talking about it throughout the whole night. So I think that's a good start.
Perfect. So what y'all are going to see a lot of tonight is this screen right here. Casey, can y'all see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Perfect. So y'all going to be seeing this screen tonight. These are some of the names of the people that are coming to this year's event already in person. So we're going to be giving out awards. So as you guys are coming, I just saw someone just purchase a ticket. So I'm going to keep adding names in here, y'all. We have 55 minutes until the New Money PT Live event registration ends. So if you want to take a peep here, as we're talking, if you guys want to learn more about it, so right now it says 53 minutes. Crazy. It's a real countdown. And once this is done, we will stay here until this thing is done. You'll see that the screen will literally change. If you try to go find the link, you won't be able to find it because all the registration will be shut down. We will not be opening it up again. But if you guys want to learn more about it, go to newmoneyptlive.com. Just go through this page and be like, yo, do I need to be here or not? Because you got 53 minutes to figure it out. But for those of y'all that have gotten tickets, we're about to be giving away some prizes. We will be spinning this. How many prizes do we actually have, bro?
I want to say 16? 10 plus, probably around 14 to 16. Yeah.
Perfect. See, I'm already adding names. Let's go. Okay, cool. So, for those of y'all, like Casey was saying, for those of y'all that are pre-PTs, PT students, this is going to be a big deal, and it's going to be a blast as well. So let's do this, Casey. Let's start off with a giveaway from the jump. What what do you believe on our list we should start out with in terms of like a prize? Because we got a bunch to give out. Let's save the Lululemon till the end. We can save the all expense paid trip to next year till the end. We can even save the free trip to Florida like within the next few weeks, maybe somewhere in the middle. But outside of that, man, like where can we start with one of the giveaways? We'll give out maybe two of them right now. We'll lock in two of the winners, and then after that, we'll keep adding more value. For those of y'all that are here watching on YouTube, let us know in the chat, by the way, if y'all can hear us, say loud and clear. If y'all can hear us on YouTube right now, say loud and clear if y'all can hear us. And then, of course, we'll just keep it rolling up until everything closes at 9 p.m. Eastern time tonight. So, Casey, you ready? What prize should we give away first?
Let's start with one of the like $500 scholarships to one of our resources.
Okay, perfect. So the person that wins this one, we have 10 of these tonight. We have multiple resources, y'all, different coaching programs. We'll actually be releasing a few at the event. So this might be something to keep in your back pocket leading up to the event. But this is something you can use with really anything that we have. Any of our resources, any of our programs, any of our services, it's $500. And we will give you a coupon code that you can use, and you can literally use it for whatever. And so let's click it. Let's see who the first winner of today is. Let's get it. Let's go. Who's got $500? Okay, let's get it. Luke, let's go. Congratulations, Luke. Let's go. All right, Luke. So check it out. And for those of y'all that are all winners, look out for emails from us tomorrow, because I know it's a little later for a lot of you. So look out for emails from us tomorrow. But we will tell you how you can activate this. But Luke, whatever services we have, whatever resources we have, you have $500 that you can use to that. So that's one of the prizes already gone. Let's get it. Let's freaking go. Let's do one more. You ready? Same prize, Casey. Should we give out one more right now?
Yeah, let's do the same thing.
Perfect. All right, let's see. Oh, wow. By a hair. Let's go, Charity. All right, Charity's locked in. So Charity, you also are now locked in for one of the $500. It's really like an all-purpose pass to any of our resources. So congratulations on that. Let's get it. So that's two prizes already gone tonight. We got some actual, we got Lululemon stuff going out tonight. We got Amazon gift cards. We got plenty more things. But the goal of tonight is, of course, to really do a countdown with y'all. This is think about this kind of what is it, like New Year's Eve. We got, this is like the ball dropping. This is the same exact thing. You got like all the entertainment and all the music and all the stuff. And then eventually there's a countdown, and then it's a new year. It's going to be the same exact thing, but we want to make sure, because this is a big deal, y'all. This is a huge deal. And one of the reasons why we even started doing this, and side note, if you want to know a little bit more about why we even do this and why this event has been such a big deal, when you guys go to this page, scroll down here, you'll see all the speakers. It's gonna be crazy, but go down here and just learn a little bit about why we even started doing this event to begin with, and you'll see the entire journey leading up to where we are now, and it'll help you realize, this is why this is such a big deal. But one of the biggest reasons is we were students. We were young. Casey and I were in PT school when we learned the skills that we're going to teach y'all in person. And it's been an absolute game changer for us. It's led to us building platforms like Pre-PT Grind, Cash and Class University, and many other projects that we have coming up. And we've realized that the one thing that we regret, and we've both said this, the one thing that we regret is we regret not learning these things earlier. Now, were they accessible to us earlier? I don't know. I don't think there was anyone else teaching them earlier than when we started learning them. But if it was possible, we would have loved to have been able to learn them earlier. And so that's one of our big, I don't even want to call it a regret, but it's the one thing that I'm like, man, what's the one thing? Because people always ask us, like Casey, Joseph, would you guys be physical therapists again if you could go back in time? Because we are PTs, but we also help students get into PT school and graduate debt free. And we say, yeah, Heck yeah. But one of the reasons is because we've actually been able to make it make sense, even on the financial front. So this is one of the big things why this is huge, because we were y'all. Like, this event is meant to basically duplicate like tons and tons of other Casey's and Joseph's, because we know the freedom it's given us, and we want to give you guys the same keys we got, but earlier. So man, this is Casey, just out of curiosity, man, like some of the stuff that we're going to be teaching them, why did you start like right before we do another giveaway here, like why did you choose to start learning this stuff as a student, and how has it transformed your journey as not only a student but now as a physical therapist?
Yeah, so mine started technically after I got rejected from PT school. And after I got rejected, I was like, okay, I need to make sure that after I got in, right, I needed to make sure that feeling of being rejected does not happen when I'm a physical therapist, right? So my main goal when I first went after all this making money business stuff was to make sure I did not get lowballed in my job. Like, I was like, if I can make 10 grand, 20 grand, 30 grand more by bringing more value to the company I eventually work for or whatever, I would be happy. What do I have to do right now to set myself up for success when I'm a physical therapist so I can, quote unquote, get in to the best job I can or the best job that I really want without getting lowballed? I just want a little something extra. What can I do now? And that started this whole path. But in reality, that's all I really wanted. I had no idea I'd be on a live stream and we'd be having a live event 5, 6, 7, 8 years later, 9 years later. I had no idea, but that's what it turned into. But that was the basis. That was the starting point. That was the genesis for all of that. And over time, I learned that I could get that, and I did, but also there are other ways outside of just a job to make sure that you can give yourself any raise you want, that you can make sure you're in control of how much money you get, that you're in control of whether you work full-time or part-time, or you're in control of whether you can take a job you really like and want versus a job you don't like too much just because it pays more. That if you know another skill that the world wants or could use, you can be in control of your physical therapy career far beyond just having to succumb to whatever a job out there is willing to pay you. Because at some level, there could be a cap based on how much the business makes and how much they can afford to pay you, right? That's just how businesses work, which is fine. But if you want to be in control of your career and future and life and everything that you're dreaming of, I learned very early on that there's a whole nother world out there outside of the traditional 9-to-5 job physical therapy box that I only knew of. And once I knew that, the game was over. Now there were other sources of income that I could use as a tool to put into other vehicles of my life in different parts of my life to make my life how I want it. So that changed everything for me. But to answer your question, that was the beginning of all of it. It really started for me after the rejection and making sure that same feeling did not happen again as a PT. And after that, now I'm here on the live stream with you, giving away money and prizes for our live event. So life comes at you fast.
Man, that's crazy. It's crazy. It's kind of unreal. It's kind of unreal now, kind of looking back, man. But appreciate you sharing that. Let's give away some more stuff, bro. We got what, 45 minutes left now. What does the counter say? The counter says 44 minutes and 11 seconds before the New Money PT Live registration officially ends. And y'all, for those of y'all that are here right now tuning in, we are not going to be opening up registration again. So these are the final moments of y'all being able to get a ticket to come work with us. And if y'all have questions, by the way, because y'all got us live right now, for those of y'all that are live on YouTube currently, if y'all got questions as we're giving away more prizes, let us know. Some of y'all are on here because you already got a ticket and you're waiting to see if you're going to win something. But of course, please, obviously let us know if you have any questions so that we can make sure that we answer any and all of them. So let's do this here. So one. All right. So Casey, what's the next prize that we should give, brother?
We can do Amazon gift card.
Amazon.
I think it's one of them, two of them.
Okay. Okay, so how about let's give both of them. Why not? Why not? Let's give both Amazon gift cards. You ready? Or is it one? I think who knows?
I'll check right now just to make
Who
sure.
knows?
Since we got a little
Let's
time.
let's at least give out one of them. Let's get it. Let's see who's going to get a $100 Amazon gift card. And like I said, whoever wins, we're going to make sure that y'all get
two of them.
It's two of them. All right, cool.
$250 Amazon gift.
Okay, cool. Yep. So we're going to give out two $50 Amazon gift cards real quick. So we're going to spin this twice. The next two names to pop up, y'all are going to get two $50 Amazon gift cards. Have fun with it. And of course, for those of y'all that are winners, we are going to be reaching out to y'all tomorrow. And for those of y'all that end up buying a ticket before it closes down, we are watching everyone that's rolling in. And so we will actually add your name to this wheel in real time. So let's get it. Let's see who the next two winners are going to be for two $50 Amazon gift cards. Let's see. That is DuPont. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. All right, let's get one more Amazon gift card winner. Let's see who it's going to be. Oh. Let's go, Jade. Let's go. All right, y'all. For those of y'all that are winning, side note, as the winners keep getting spun, we are taking your name off the wheel. So so that be nice to win twice, but we want to give everyone else a fair chance. So that's two more winners. Let's get it. How many winners have you had so far? Four? What? Four down. We got plenty more to go. As we're going, y'all, if y'all have specific questions about the New Money PT Live event, this is your time to ask them. And then for those of y'all that are watching because you already got your ticket, you're like, yo, I'm just here to see if I'm gonna win something. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy. But side note, for those of y'all that are coming in person, we've added two more presenters in like the last week that are going to be like massive game changers. Like you're going to see stuff that's never been seen before in healthcare even. And so Casey, am I overstating and saying that they about to see some stuff that's never existed in healthcare?
I don't know. Should we give them a sneak peek or say?
You know what? Listen, if they decide to come in person, that's on them. All I know is that the people in person are going to be very happy they're there. The people that are not in person are going to feel like, man, I missed an opportunity, right? And for those of y'all that are like, maybe I'll go next year, we don't know what next year's going to look like. Last year's event was one thing. This year's event's completely different. So the opportunities each year will be very, very different. So all I'll say is what's happening this year, I've never seen even like until it was introduced to us less than a month ago. I didn't even know it was possible. That's the level that we're playing at. So the people that come to this event, y'all gonna be all right. Casey, randomly say what this winner's gonna get.
We're gonna go Apple gift card.
Let's go, Amal. Apple gift card. Let's go. How much is that Apple gift card?
$100.
$100. Oh my goodness. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Let's do another one. What you got on there? What else can we give out?
We can do another $500 scholarship to our stuff.
Let's get it. Another $500 scholarship. This is the third one that we've given already. Let's go. Hey, let's go. Is it Divya?
I believe so.
Divya, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. If I am mispronouncing it, let me know at the event and I will correct my pronunciation. But congratulations on getting a $500 scholarship. So for those of y'all getting the $500 scholarship, just keep it in your back pocket because there's always opportunities and different resources and programs that we're always putting out and creating. And you might see one that you're like, that's perfect for me. Now I can pull out this $500 scholarship basically and use it to my advantage. So let's get it. So that's already is that 6 awards that we've given out already?
That's 6
so far. We got several more. And y'all, just so you know, we're at 38 minutes left. before the new Money PT live event registration officially closes. Super proud of y'all that have already locked in your seat, locked in your ticket. And we're going to stay here up until this thing hits 0. And if y'all got questions, please feel free to drop them in the chat section. I'm looking here. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Oh, I'm just looking over here at like all the comments. Excellent. Perfect. All right. Let's see. What are other things? What are some surprises? What are some things that are different? Let me ask that case. What are some things that are different this year than what we had last year?
So everything is different.
It's like a brand new event. Like nothing is the same.
So let me just put it like this. Out of all the events I've been to, this is the one that we're in control of for the most part, like the most we've ever been. We've had little stuff here and there, but this is the one we can do technically any and everything we want. And in our years since 2017, I'm guessing we've been to, I don't know, 10, somewhere between 8, 7, and 10 events. So we've seen what goes well, and we've had our own events, what goes well and what does not go well. So we put as much as we could in place for this, knowing who you are as students, to give you the best experience. Number one, to actually get some substance from the event so you can leave like with the belief that I can actually do this. And number two, have a plan to actually do it. That's one thing, because we've been to so many events with so many people where we haven't heard from them, we haven't seen them, they were so hyped up, they had all these ideas, then a few months later, we never heard from them again, and we're in a different place than them. However, at the event, so many of those people were like, I'm gonna do this, I can do that, nobody's gonna stop me, I'm on a high, I have all this energy. Then they got home and nothing happened. So the point of this event is to make sure that when you get home on that next Tuesday, that Wednesday, whatever that is, you can actually follow through on what the plan is, so that on next year's event, you can be on stage. Next year's event, you can have a scholarship. Next year's event, you can have a business making $7,000, $10,000, $20,000 a year. But this event is just a catalyst. It's like a match to light the fire under you to actually make that happen, right? So that's the first part, just to make sure you're actually getting the meat of what you're coming for. That's the first part. Now, number two, with events. The best part about events is actually not the actual talks and lectures that you get. Even though these are going to be great, because Joseph has been mapping it out exactly how you guys need to learn all this stuff and absorb it in the right way. But the best part of events is actually in between the speakers, at lunchtime, at the after parties, going to dinner with other people who you've met, talking to the speakers. That's where you're going to get those light bulb moments and reinforce everything you've learned to make it practical and applicable for your specific situation. Because it's going to be one thing for you to hear it and think about your situation. Like, oh yeah, that's great, I'm really inspired. But it's a totally different thing to be able to pull Joseph aside, pull Brianna aside, pull Joe Reinke aside, pull the speakers aside and say, what did you mean by that? How can I do this for me? This is my idea. What do you think? How should I change that? And have 2 days of that, straight access to that, is a totally different level than anybody would either get on live or watching our free content online. It's a totally different experience. That's the second thing. Then after that, of course, depending on what ticket you get, we're going to take care of almost everything for you, right? We have an after party. We got food trucks driven right up to the door, almost right across the street in the parking lot. We have this whole thing mapped out where the venue is very close, depending on where you stay, at least to where we're suggesting you stay a walking distance from where you are. That's right by the water. It's right by the airport. So you don't have to go far at all. You fly in, take a little skips and hops on the Uber, and you're right there. Then you can drive right back, hop, skip in an Uber back to the airport and leave again. So we've thought this out from how you're going to get there, to what you're going to eat, to how you're going to leave, to who the speakers are, to what you're going to get at the event, to what you're going to learn, to the merchandise, to all of that in between to make sure you get the best experience possible.
To the dates, then of course, we'll make with it being a holiday.
Oh, yes, the holiday. And we chose, yeah, I mean, I get other people are doing other stuff with their holidays, but we chose the holiday weekend so you can fly in and drive in and travel. So you guys have that Monday off. We chose this weekend so you can have that Monday off to travel and fly back or drive back. So there's as little excuses as possible. Oh, I have school on Monday. Oh, I have work on Monday. Oh, I have this, I have that. Well, no, this time you don't. Well, some people do, but for this time, most of you don't. So that's why we're choosing this time of year and this weekend. So yeah.
It's gonna be absolutely crazy. Let's give away some more stuff, man. What are we giving away next before I spin this bad boy? What you want?
How much time we got left? Was this 30-ish minutes?
Yeah, we got
30 We can do
minutes.
another.
What's that countdown say? 32 minutes and 37 seconds. Let's go. Side note, for those of y'all that are here live that want to learn more about this event before we officially shut it down, we will not. I'm saying this because I know we're going to get an email 5 minutes afterwards. When it's closed, it is closed. Just saying, because I know that it always happens. It's like, hey, I was thinking about it 5 minutes longer than I should have, and yada yada yada. So just go to this page. You have 32 minutes to really just decide. And it's crazy how this word decide is really connected to you just asking yourself, does this fit what my dream is as a future PT? And as someone that wants to not have money be an issue, not have school debt be an issue, and all the other pieces that we're going to be teaching y'all, does it make sense? And then the second thing is, do I have another plan or a better plan than this to actually make that happen? And if the answer is no, then it's like, is that important to me or not? And I think a lot of times most people wait till the last possible second to make a decision, as opposed to just saying, you know what, I'm going to decide to just make it happen. I'm going to decide to commit to my learning, to my education, because PT school's not going to teach it to me, and then I'll figure out all the other pieces later. And that's honestly how we lived our careers, and it's turned out brilliantly, because the decision is what starts to open up all the doors for the how it's all going to fall in place. So let's get it. Casey, I'm about to spin it. You just let me know what we're going to give the person that gets whose name pops up afterwards.
Okay, let's do another scholarship. That'll be number 4 for the scholarships out of 10.
Let's freaking go. Let's do 2 back to back. So do 4 and 5. Let's get it. All right. Let's go, Alejandro. You got $500 scholarship. Let's get it. All right. So let's see. Okay. And I believe it's Nicole. Let's freaking go, Nicole. Let us go. All right. So what is that? We got 4 more scholarships left. We still got a Lululemon. We still got like flights. We got like a flight cover to Florida. And whoever wins the flight to Florida, we're probably going to hold that one until a little later. Whoever wins the flight to Florida, that's for like this year. That's like, if you've already got your plane ticket, we're going to eat the cost. And if you haven't gotten a plane ticket, we're going to take care of your travel to get here so that y'all can arrive here in style. I don't know, if you live in somewhere where you were going to drive, I don't know. We'll figure it out, but we'll make sure you arrive here. So, and then whoever gets the all-inclusive package for next year, that person is going to get their flight, hotel, it's going to be ridiculous. But that's for next year. So we will get to those, and we have several other awards. Let's go. All right. So let's see if we have any questions so far coming up in the chat section. Let's see. Nope, I don't see any questions so far. Casey, I don't know if you see questions on your side. I do not. Let's get it. Let's keep going. Let's keep freaking going. All right. So what other awards should we get? Let's give out one more, and then let's keep chatting about the event.
You want to keep saving Lululemon?
Yeah, let's say Lulu. Let's stay Lulu till the 45-minute mark, the last 15 minutes.
Okay, so what we have left then is more scholarships to our resources, or the flights and all-inclusive.
Let's do the flight for this year. You ready for it?
All right.
So whoever's name pops up, we're going to make sure you fly here. We're going to pay for your flight. All right. Let's see who it lands on. Let's get it. Let's go. Wow. Wow. She gonna like that.
Ooh.
Okay, Brianna. All right, fam. Well, we're taking care of your flight. We'll see you in a few weeks. See you in a few weeks. Let's get it. That's freaking wow. Look at that. All right, all right. All right. So how much time do we have left? We have 28 minutes. Let's go. Okay, Casey, you want to give them a little bit of a sneak peek into some of the speakers, why we picked some of the speakers that are going to be there?
Yeah, sure. Sure. So Seth is one of our coaches and one of the programs we're using to help us get better. So just like we're giving you help and advice to and how to make money and all this, we have coaches for our stuff as well. So Seth is like a marketing genius. He's like a copywriting genius. He's an author. I believe probably bestseller is safe to say. He's been featured in GQ magazine, Vanity Fair, University of South Florida, Harvard stuff, all that, all that. He has like 20 years of experience with being a marketing coach and helping, I don't know, plenty of businesses make over hundreds of millions of dollars in all their businesses over the 20 years. So he has a wealth of knowledge, not just from himself, but from the other businesses he's seen succeed and fail as well. It's just like if you're very good at something and somebody asks, "Oh, how are you so good?" You're probably just going to say, "Well, I just been doing it for a long time. I've seen a lot of stuff. So I know what mistakes I've made, other people made, and how to do things so I don't make those mistakes and do things as fast as possible, get those results as fast as possible." So that's kind of the seat Seth is in. And he's going to give you a wealth of knowledge that he's learned from all the people who you think are so much different than you, from all the people you think are, oh, they just have this luck, they just have this gene, they're so much different, I can never be them. He's going to make it very realistic and show you the secret that they kind of want to keep a secret and don't want anybody else to know because it will humanize them. But the good part about humanizing them is that you'll get to see like, oh, I can actually do this because they are just like me. Not we're just like you, but they have the same struggles as you, the same thoughts, the same fears, the same imposter syndromes that you have. And if they have it and are millionaires, multimillionaires, and so on and so forth, then you can do it too. So that's what Seth is going to bring.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Why did we choose Dr. Megan as one of the speakers?
Yeah, so we met, some of you on the live chat may have met her at SSPT Live in June 2023. And she has a wealth of knowledge when it comes to you guys as students. She said that she spends a lot of her time in the office with students who think they're not good enough. Spends a lot of time in the office with students who have this imposter syndrome of not being able to make it in PT school. Of all these students who have these big dreams and hit a roadblock in school and are saying now, I don't know if I can do it. So from that point of view, not only has she seen a lot of students go through that, but she has the point of view as being a department chair in a physical therapy school. And you guys are in physical therapy school or trying to get into it or close to being around, thinking about going to physical therapy school. And having her perspective and wealth of knowledge will just give you a different perspective, because a lot of times the messages that we hear are very similar. However, the main difference in messages from person to person is who it comes from, right? So, for example, I could say, do 100 push-ups over this many times and you'll be in great shape. However, if David Goggins says it, or if LeBron James says it, or Serena Williams says it, you're going to listen to them a lot differently than I, because just of who they are. So the message that she has for you in store, me and Joseph can say it all we want. Yes, it's possible in PT school. It's possible. It's possible. You can make money. You can get scholarships. You can do all this stuff. But coming from a department chair, a department director who has seen you guys, who makes the decision to accept you and has seen everything in that spectrum, her saying it and giving all the nuances that she knows is just a different, it's just different, right? And you guys know that, and you'll be able to feel it. So hearing her say that is possible, hopefully will give a lot of people belief that they can actually do it and make the leap.
I love it. I love it. We'll be also showing you one of the key things that's going to be different this year is how many of you, side note, for those of y'all that are here live or watching this as a recording, how many of you sometimes feel like you don't know enough yet, or you don't feel smart enough yet, or you don't have the right information, or you need to learn more, you need to be in school longer, you need to finish PT school first before you can start generating income outside of maybe being a PT tech or being a trainer or something else, right? And most of us feel like we have to wait. And it's probably one of the biggest lies that most of us have been taught. And it's because we're taught that school is the only key to being able to make more money. And I had done a reel / TikTok so some days back where I talked about the fact that that's the old way of making money. It's how your parents made money. It's how your grandparents made money. For them, it was wise to go to school longer, because the longer they were in school, the more money they generated. But now things are starting to shift. The people that make the most money aren't getting more money because of what they did in school. they're getting more money because they've learned how to solve problems that already exist out there using things that they already had in their toolbox. And by toolbox, I'm talking about strengths they had, things that they didn't even realize could have actually been of value if they learned how to use it, if they learned how to use some of the things that they were already good at that you might not even realize is actually like can be used to generate income. But taking some of the skills you have and then saying, is there a problem that needs this skill, and can I develop this skill to the point where someone would be willing to pay me to solve their problem because I can actually do it? Does that make sense, y'all? And so we're calling that your moneymaker. So at the event, for those of y'all that are there, every single one of y'all will actually leave knowing what your moneymaker is. There is something, and we're going to help you find it. We're going to go through a process of actually helping you discover it, but there's something you already have that exists that you can use if you just learn the right skills, if you learn the right things to kind of add on to it, that can start making you money now. And if you ever start thinking, oh, I don't know enough, or I have to go to, more schooling or whatnot, that's a lie that you've told yourself, or it's a lie you've been told. There are skills you need to develop, but it's not necessarily finishing PT school. It's not necessarily a lot of the things that you think you'll need, because those don't usually equate to more money. It's one of the reasons why, by the way, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but people who finish PT school and then go and do a residency, they don't actually get paid more because they have a residency, right? People who have a PhD typically don't get paid that much more, if anything more, right? So I think a lot of times we're like, wait, it doesn't make sense. I got better. I did a residency, so I'm better. Like I'm a better clinician than I would have been if I didn't have a residency. Shouldn't I get paid more? And the answer is, it doesn't work that way. So instead of just teaching you this is possible, we're gonna be like, yo, let's help you figure out what your thing is, right? So for us, our moneymaker was a little project that we were working on when we were in school. That little project was meant to help other students on campus who wanted to get into PT school. And we started that project before we were PTs, right, Casey? Before we even got into PT schools when we started that project. Little did we know that was our moneymaker, right? Wanting to help other students was our moneymaker. That little thing later turned into a pre-PT grind, which has done very, very well financially, right? And so you might not realize what's sitting right in front of you. It might be something you're doing in class, might be something that people tell you you're good at, but we're gonna make sure y'all leave with it. We did not do this last year, and this is gonna be a huge game changer, because the biggest thing that I hear is, I don't know if I'm ready enough. I don't know if I know enough. I don't know if I have enough education. I don't think I'm the right person. And that's just because we're so lost. But we've added a few, not only examples. So we have Alejandro, who's gonna show you how he did it. Robin, who's going to show you how she did it. Robin had a $500,000 business while in PT school. Joe Ranke, how, especially with him, in his expertise, which Casey can break his situation down a little bit more. But we're bringing people that are not only showing you how they did it, but then helping you have the right perspective. So you're like, wait a minute, I don't have the luxury of waiting anymore. I don't have the luxury of trying to figure this out down the line, or trying to figure this out after I'm a PT. I can start doing it right now. Does that make sense, y'all? Before Casey talks about Joe Ranke, by the way, let me know if that makes sense in the chat. Let's give out one more award real quick, and then we'll come back and have Casey break it down a little bit more. So Casey, I'm going to switch over here. Let's give out the Lululemon. Let's give out some Lulu. All right. Lulu is what, 100? It's $100?
Yes, sir. $100.
All right, so whoever wins this, you about to treat yourself to some Lululemon. All right, let's get it. Let us freaking get it. Devontae Banks. Devontae Banks, let's get it. Devontae, you about to get some Lulu, have fun. Treat yourself or someone close to you. Have a good time. Let's see. So we got Joe Reinke. So y'all, side note, we have 18 minutes. In 18 minutes, everything will shut down. So we're gonna stay here. We still got more awards to give out. We got another all access flight and trip to give out as well. But after the 18-minute mark, we are closing down registration permanently, and then it will be shut down. And after that, if you try to even access the page, you'll notice it'll say registration closed. Okay, so 17 minutes now. So Casey, why are we bringing Joe Reinke back? And he was there last year, but what's the importance of bringing someone like Joe to an event like this one?
Yeah, so with Joe, he's been doing this. We've known him since 2017. He's been doing this for a lot longer, but he has a whole company specialized in helping healthcare professionals, specifically physical therapists, make sure that they have a plan to pay off their loans or structure their loans in a way that they're in control of. So he has a whole, basically, financial company specifically for physical therapists and other healthcare professionals. Just like these big, rich families and these people with all this money have people to help them with their money and loans. FitBucks, the company Joe Reinke is in charge of, has it for you guys. So we just have to have his perspective. It's another wealth of knowledge to give you that perspective of someone who looks at the numbers all the time. And he's seen the data over however many years to say, this is what your life will look like if you make $10,000 a month in your side hustle. This is what your life can look like if you go to a school that's $200,000 and you make no money. You make $60,000 a year, $70,000 a year, and have no income. Which out of these two numbers, visually, and all the other expenses and everything else you want in life, which one do you want? He has a whole software, whole company, whole system to show you realistically what your life will actually look like if you end up going in these two separate directions. So that's what he's going to be talking about to give you a realistic perspective as to, oh, snap, I really do have to do something, because if not, my life will either look specifically like this or specifically like that. And for most of you, you want your life to look a specific way. And if you make the income on the side or get scholarships or go to a specific school, your life will be exactly how you want if you just follow that plan. So that's why we brought Joe in.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And then that's day one, y'all. Day one's going to be loaded. Come ready to take notes. Come ready to learn. And then at night, after day one, and I'll talk about day two here shortly, but at night, we about to go have a blast. So if you actually scroll down here, you'll notice that Sparkman Wharf, you see that spot right there? That's where we're about to be having a blast Saturday night. And then on Sunday night, we will be having a party as well. So it's gonna be wild. Like we got this whole thing laid out. So feel free to go on this page, take a look at the pictures. You'd be like, oh shoot, like these guys ain't playing around. So it's gonna be a blast. And so yeah, Joe Reinke. And then day two, y'all, Casey's about to hit it with basically how to turn your skills into so now it's kind of taking the stuff that you'll learn from day one and actually helping you start to apply it, right? Because that's part of the reason why it's a 2-day event, not a 1-day event. So you're not just learning theory, you're actually like, oh my goodness, like how do I actually start applying it? How do I actually take my ideas and turn them into a moneymaker? And then we do have some AI stuff that we're working on. I'm going to keep that on the wraps because that's going to be insane in of itself. So we'll explain that more at the events, but just know that a lot of the things that you think are going to take you 1, 2, 3 years, we've already built some stuff that will actually help you do what we did in 3 years in about 30 to 60 days. So I can't say much more than that. Casey, is that a fair statement to make?
We'll leave it at that.
We will leave it at that. And then we brought in Dr. Javier Carlin, good friend of ours, very successful business owner. They have a business that's done over 7 figures, him and his wife. And we actually were the same, graduating year for PT school. But he, myself, Casey, we all started a lot of this stuff when we were students. So remember, like the reason why we're doing this event is because we were y'all, right? And so we brought him to be like, yo, like why did you start doing this when you were a student, right? Like, and what has it looked like? And the goal of his presentation will be to give you a glimpse into your future. So you're like, wait a minute, like, what does it look like for me to wait until after I'm a PT or until after I'm 5 years out from PT school or whatnot? Or what does it look like if I start now? right? And then we got some really cool stuff. We have an award ceremony, we have a speaker panel, and then we're going to help y'all learn how to dominate scholarships, right? We brought in one of our students who's gotten over 100K in scholarships. Y'all be able to ask for questions, all that stuff. And then, of course, we will end with Brianna, who's one of our students who earlier this year made $23,000 in 1 month. And on average has been making, she's been averaging about $15,000 a month, which is like 3 times as much as most PTs, right? Casey, is that solid math?
Pretty much.
Yeah, she makes 3 times as much as most PTs, to the tune where at one point she even kind of started throwing out the question, should I even stay in PT school? Now she is staying in PT school for reasons y'all can ask her at the event, but there's a certain level of freedom when y'all can start doing things, not because you need more money, but because you actually want to do it. And we'll talk about that as well. But that's a game changer. When you're making more than your CI, when you're making more than your professors, when you're making more than most other clinicians, 95% of clinicians, it starts to change how you ask questions. And so she'll teach you how she did it. Y'all be able to ask her questions. For those of y'all coming in person, that's part of the benefit as well, because y'all can see it's going to be a packed event, meaning that there's going to be a lot of opportunities afterwards or in between presentations for y'all to actually ask questions directly to the person. We don't have time to have the person up front answer all the possible questions y'all can ask them. And so that's part of the beauty of being there in person, because in the evenings, we have plenty of time. During lunch times, we have plenty of time. Y'all have plenty of time to actually talk to the speakers directly, ask them questions, and make sure that you actually leave with an actual game plan of how you're going to pull this off, y'all. Is this making sense? We still got some more things to give out. Let's go. We still got some more things. Casey, what are the last? Actually, we have what? Two more scholarships, right?
We only gave away 5 so far.
Scholarships?
Correct.
Oh shoot! Let's give out 5 right now. Let's give out 5 back to back. Ready?
All righty.
Let's get it. All right. So for those of y'all getting this, you guys are going to get $500 scholarships to any of our resources, any of our programs. You might want to keep it in your back pocket leading up to the event, because there's some cool things that we're going to be introducing y'all to for the first time. So Elbert, let's go. Let's freaking go, Elbert. Congratulations. All right. So we got 4 more, right, Casey?
Yes.
Perfect. Let's get it. All right, who's next? I believe it's Dwight. Let's go, Dwight. Congratulations. Let's get it. All right, so we got 3 more. Let's go. Let us freaking go. And we got 10 minutes left before we close everything up. Let's do this. Londra. Let's go, Londra. Congratulations. I believe there's 2 more, right, Case?
Yes.
Perfect. Last 2 for this. Let's go. I believe it's Joseph. Let's go, Joseph. Let us freaking go, Joseph. And we are taking away each of the names as we give out awards. So let's get it. And then last one for the $500 scholarship. And I believe we still have the trip for next year, all-inclusive trip. Let's do Zach. Let's go. Congratulations, Zach. Let's get it. All right. So in about 5 minutes, we're going to give out, I believe we have 1 award left, right, Casey?
Yep.
That award is going to be an all-inclusive trip to next year's event. Now, next year's event might be in Florida, but we'll figure it out. You never know, because we have been told that having stuff in other states might be kind of dope. So you never know. It might be in Florida, it might be somewhere else, might be Chicago. You never know. So we will let y'all know by the event. But wherever the event is, in about 5 minutes, we'll give out an award to one whoever it picks. Y'all can see we are not showing favorites at all, but to whoever it picks, and that person will basically have their flights, hotel, all that stuff taken care of for next year. And so just keep it in your back pocket, and we will remember. So when next year comes, we will not have you pay for nothing. You just got to show up to the airport, and you'll be perfectly fine. Casey, are there any questions you've heard anywhere, like in our social media? Let's see. I'm looking here in in the comments on YouTube. I don't see any questions in the comments on YouTube. Yeah. Are there any questions that you have seen from students about the events that we can address in real time? As we have let's see how much time we got left. We have 8 minutes and 20 seconds left. And then after that, this thing is shut down. Any questions? I think we've hit a lot of stuff, but anything that you have that comes to mind?
Yeah, we can talk a little bit about why we started all this. So back when we started Pre-PT Grind, we already knew that you had this money problem because we've been through it ourselves, right? So once we started Pre-PT Grind, we started linking up with our network of business owners, people, healthcare professionals to say, hey, we have some pre-PTs who got into PT school and they're interested on how they're going to pay for it, right? They're interested in learning what we did. So how about we have them link up with you to help you in your business so that they can learn the skills they need to make more money on their own. And that started, 2018-ish with our Busy to Business internship. So now 5 years later, it's become the New Money PT live event, but we never knew it would be. But we wanted to start helping our students way back when, to start making money. And since then, we just built on it year after year after year to make sure that you have the latest knowledge to make sure you can make as much money as possible and live your best life. So that's been going on since 2018. Then 2019 as well. Then 2020, we did our first debt-free summit. So our first virtual summit, like the New Money PT live event, but online. And that changed the game as well. We did it with the Gratitude podcast at the time. Then we did it in 2021 as well, where we brought other speakers in and got their perspectives to teach everyone about how they did it too. Then in 2022, that was our first in-person live event. And that was in Clearwater, Florida last year, and about 15 students came in, but it was about 20 something people in total who came to that event. And that was the first time where we actually got to experience what a live event was like to host ourselves. And now, since we have all that experience combined and all of our experience going to other people's events, now we're doing it as big as we've done so far, with everyone so far coming in person. And we'll see what happens as well in the coming weeks. So, yeah.
Let's get it, man. It's actually kind of wild because last year was 25 in the room, 15 students, and now we're around in the room right now. How many's gonna be in the room? Like mid-50s right now? Somewhere in the mid-50s in the room total. Man, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. I'm super, super excited, super freaking excited. And I think it's fun too, because and for those of y'all listening, I hope y'all get to a point where you can just create whatever you want, right? Like things that you feel will help people, and you can create them without any limitations, without somebody regulating you, without someone telling you what they think you can or can't do, just because people need it, and because that it's worth creating, especially if it's brand new. And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So even with this event, there's been so many things that we're just like creating for y'all, because we're like, man, if we had these things, it would be, man, it would have been amazing. It would have been absolutely amazing. So super freaking excited for it. We're officially at the 5-minute mark, by the way. So as we do the countdown, we are going to give out the all expense paid trip, hotel, all that stuff for next year's event. Casey, ready for it?
Well, let's do it.
Let's see who it's going to be. I'm not going to touch it. Let's get it. Hold up. I'm not going to touch it. Oh. Let's go, Anna. Let's go. Congratulations, Anna. We're going to take care of you next year. Just like for the whole event next year, which is going to be bigger. If last year was 15 students and this time we're in the mid 50s with people in the room, shoot, what's next year going to be like? 150, 200, 300?
That's what, 3 times? That's a 3x, so 45 or 40 times 3. So yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's
Excited.
gonna be crazy. Absolutely. Anna, congratulations. Super excited to see you this year, but of course, super excited to take care of all your expenses for next year. Let us freaking go, man. That's the giveaway. That's all the prize we have for tonight. We have 3 minutes. For those of y'all that are on the fence about the event, it will not be opened again after tonight. So we got a few moments left. We will stay here for the next 3 minutes up until the clock the clock is done, and you'll see the page change and you'll be like, oh, I guess it's officially done. So yeah, but congratulations to all of you. Congratulations to every single one of y'all. Just I think part of me is just really impressed. If I can be real with y'all, like I'm super impressed that y'all take your careers this seriously, and you should. You should, because it's easy as a student to just be like, yeah, I'm just gonna only focus on what's in front of you, and then later on be surprised. But it takes a lot of perspective to step back and be like, wait a minute, what is it that I really wanted for my life? Like what lifestyle that I want? What do I want it to look like? What do I want it to feel like? And here are these guys telling me that it's not what I think it is unless I take control of it now. Right. And that's a big deal. So for those of y'all that are coming in person, I'm just super proud of y'all, because y'all are serious, but you're gonna get more out of it than you might realize, because you're already self-aware of what you really want. And that's like the first wave to being able to unlock all the things that you guys want. So it's gonna be phenomenal. Just come ready. Just like bring your mind, bring your energy. But we're just gonna serve y'all. We're gonna serve y'all, but then in the middle of you guys learning stuff, you're just gonna be able to ask questions and just be present, just have conversations like you're at Starbucks with somebody, where you can really just talk and get to know other people, get to know not just us, but each other, right? Get to know the speakers that are gonna be there, because you might hear someone on stage where you're like, whoa, they sound like me, right? And I would definitely love to be in the same position that they're in. So for that reason, I'm super excited for y'all. Casey, as we have like less than 90 seconds left before we close things up officially for the registration for the New Money PT Live event. Are there any final words you have as we wrap it up?
Yeah, so you're not losing anything by coming to this event. Like at the end of the day, both options are risk-free. You either come to this event or you don't come to this event. But only one option is only going to get you closer to what you want in life. So you're not risking anything by coming. If you come to this event, you get all the great stuff and more that you don't even know of that's at the event. If you don't come, then at least you get an experience of coming and meeting new people, having some good food, having a good time, and you risk nothing to be there, right? You go back and you're at the same place that you were before, and that was it. However, out of that best case and worst case, only one option is going to get you closer to making an extra $10,000, $20,000 a month, getting the job you want, getting the raise you're looking for, having a new idea, meeting a potential business partner, meeting a potential employer who can get you the job you want, and who knows what that's going to multiply to in the next 2, 3, 5, 10, 15 years. It's probably going to be more than you ever imagined your life could be. So that's it.
Yo, it's done. It's closed. Let's freaking go. For those of y'all that already got your ticket, you're locked in. You're locked in. We gave out some really, really cool prizes tonight. Congratulations to y'all. And for those of y'all that did not get a ticket, it's closed. I don't know what to tell you. But nah, real talk, for those of y'all that are coming to the event, congratulations. I am saying this, like, if y'all try to go and log into the link, you'll notice it is gone. So like it's gone everywhere. So just super proud of y'all. Let's get it. That is it, y'all. That is all we have for tonight. Just stoked Proud of y'all. Can't wait to serve y'all. Now we got some things to start working on for those of y'all that are coming in person. So it's gonna be a really fun few weeks for us to prepare some things for y'all. But we will see y'all the first weekend of September. And for those of y'all that are coming to the event, look out inside. If you have not joined the Facebook group for y'all, now if you have not bought a ticket and you try to get into the Facebook group, don't worry, our team vets everyone that comes in, so you won't be able to sneak in. But if you have gotten a ticket already, make sure to join the Facebook group. You should have gotten the instructions as soon as you purchase your ticket. And then we will be updating y'all as we get closer for all the details regarding the events and how to have a good time. But it's going to be dope. We'll see y'all there. Have a good one.